Okay, so when looking at evaluation question 1, which is in what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms of convention in real media products, it's best to start off by looking at what are the codes of convention of short film. And as you can see, I've already brought up from my research and planning the codes of conventions that I found in short films. I'm just going to go through them real quick so we can get an understanding. So, first of all, characters wise, there's normally 2 to 3, maximum 3, but majority there's 2. As it's being short, they keep the story less than 5 minutes majority, but some short films can go up to 35 minutes max, but they are typically 5 to 10 minutes, as I've said. Another code of convention is that the budget is really low. It's not it's not a Hollywood movie that can go to tens of millions. It's normally around about 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pounds, or even less. What I found that in most short films is that there's always a twist, meaning the audience will feel something will happen, but then it will change all of a sudden. So I think it's best that we start off by going through the codes of conventions of our short film that we created. Okay, so first of all, we start off by a following shot. We done this specifically because we wanted the audience from the get-go to immerse themselves into the movie and feel as if that they're going to the toilet with them. This is a code of convention because I found this in another short film, as I'm about to show you now. It's in a short film called. Although in this specific scene you could see that they were following from the front, we challenged that code of convention by following them from the back. So back to our film. Now we have Ruben, our actor, kneeling down, leaning towards the thing, and we're jumping shots from shot to shot from him kneeling down slowly to the door shutting. This is because we wanted to make it feel as if that it's him only in the toilet himself, no one else. But as we're about to see, there's another character that comes up. Now I like to take your attention to this type of shot. We chose this shot specifically because if we were to put the camera near the sink, we wouldn't get both actors in frame. So we chose to choose this shot because it's low down and it may make the audience feel as if Ruben is either dominant or Kalippi is either dominant. It's also seen in the short film The Desk. As you can see on this, in that specific frame, we're looking up at the main character.
Nice time. Oh, thanks, mate. I got a job interview today, so I got to present it.
Yeah, really? Me too.
Oh, really? Well, good luck.
So these shots are point of view. We wanted to really make the audience feel as if they're with that specific character. So in this point, we're looking at the view of Ruben, our actor. This allows us, it's a mid shot, so we're allowed to get their emotion, but as well as the background that they're in.
Man, you too. Thanks.
Okay, again, I'd like to take your attention to this part as well. As you can see, both characters are coming out of the toilet. We chose this one because we wanted it to seem as if they're both leaving at the same time, but they're going to the same job interview. Again, this is also another cinematography, which is also seen in the short film The Desk. As you can see, the subject's moving out from the classroom. And now, back to our thing, back to our short film. We see at this point see at this specific point that both subjects move out of the frame. Again, another code of convention which is also seen in the short film desk, which I'm about to show you now. As you see, the main character moves out the shot. So at this point, we're panning and following Ruben towards his destination. It really sets the scene for the audience to know where he's going. And at this second point, as I mentioned before, the code of convention of following them from the front, we've used that as well. Now, in most short films, you can notice that they always have a soundtrack embedded in the background. So as you can see, we use that specifically in our film. This soundtrack that you're hearing now, we specifically chose that because we wanted to show time going by. Time going by meaning he's got more time and that he's relaxed. Whereas when we jump off to Calippi, it's more upbeat and fast. So as I mentioned before, the beat was upbeat. So we specifically chose this so that it may seem that he's ready for this job interview. But then we come to this specific point where he realizes he's late. And we chose this specific shot because we can really see the how worried his face is right now because he is late for this job interview and now he's gonna run. Whereas Ruben, he's relaxed. You can see that he's sitting down, and we zoom in right into his phone. And what do we pull out? The appointment time. And because he's so early, he's taking his time now. I think he's chosen the soundtrack and what we're seeing goes really well together because it's slow. That specific shot I've not seen in any short film where the camera is placed at a specific point but we see a character rush off. But I use this effectively because we can still see the emotion on his face. He's in a rush at this point. You can see that he's running to this.
What are you doing here?
Whoa. Calm down. I'm just here for my interview.
We're at the point of view of both characters. We can see the emotion on their face. Ruben's looking at Calippi. And again, two shot. Something really specific that we encountered in our research in the short film, as we're going to see in the short film post it. You can see specifically that both are in. There's two people in one shot.
Business. I guess I was just intrigued.
And again, this specific shot we already used in our short film where we looked at both characters just now a minute ago.
Stapler.
It really shows the emotion of the character.
And a stack of Post-its. So, guess you're here for your interview as well?
Yes, I am. But you do know there's only one place, right?
Yeah, I know. Meaning, good luck.
Well, good luck to you.
Now here comes our third character, which is the interviewee.
Rick Rowland and Jeremy Saunders. I already gave the job away, but I think I should mess with these two, see what I get out of it.
Now we are going through the code convention, having three characters in our thing.
Mr.
In our short film.
Saunders, come in, please.
Now, I feel as if this goes against a coded convention of a short film because now there's three people in one frame. Now, some people may seem as if that it's hard, it's difficult for the audience to track all three, but I feel as if we are setting a scene. We can see them going to that job interview, and you can see the interview. So it's just really setting out the scene for the
Please sit
audience.
down, gentlemen. Please.
Sure.
So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. Make sure you're fit for the job. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, so my first question to you, probably the most important. Why do you think you're the best for the job?
Well, basically,
Go ahead.
You can see in the specific shot where I've got Kalippi more in focus than Ruben. Now, I done this because I wanted the main subject to be Kalippi in this frame, because he's going to be more dominant, as we can see now. And I done this by changing the foreground of the picture, foreground of the image on the camera. So I put it on to f2.8, which really brings out the main subject in focus.
Basically, I think I'm well suited for the job because I recently worked at the Citibank.
well, basically, I think I'm suitable for the job because I worked for Vogue magazine before.
Okay.
Excuse me, like it was my time talking to him.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Alright, so gentlemen, I know you guys
And
have
again,
experience
I changed it again. As you can see now, Ruben's in focus, Kalippi's not. So we're showing who's more dominant.
that the other person can't. What makes you you?
Well, clearly, as you can see, I'm a leader and I have a very powerful influence over my fellow peers. As you can see right now, I'm leading this conversation as he has nothing to say, and I'm always willing to take on positive.
We're using specific transition for a reason. You saw that specific transition right there, where it just faded in. We chose that because we wanted to show it going over time, that it's going on for a long time now, and he's speaking, and now you can see it. Ruben's getting fed up,
Well, I'm organized.
and now this is where the dominancy comes, and this is why we chose this shot.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
What do you mean, do I mind?
And now
Clearly, you can see
it's the point of view of the interviewer. He can see now that both are
that I was having a
on an
conversation.
argument.
Listen, I got to talk too. I thought you were a listener. You got to listen to what I say.
You're
too.
gonna have
This is
your
my
own
job
time.
interview. This is my job.
Okay.
And then it changes where now we're in the back, and now the interviewer comes right in front of the shot
Guys, honestly, there's no need to argue.
And now we're
because,
having the point
in
of
all
view
honesty, I have already given the job away.
of
What?
Jose,
I'm sorry, but the
our
person
third
before me
character.
was higher
What do you mean you
qualified.
gave the job away?
I thought it would just be fun to see a reaction, really.
Are you serious? It would be fun. You just wasted both our time to tell
I'm
us
sorry, but the
we
person
don't have the
before
job.
me was
Are you actually serious?
Alright, okay.
Now let's talk about our second media product that we produced, which was our poster. Now this is our poster, and now on the top, and at the top we have all three main characters, two protagonists and one antagonist. As you can see right here, it's Kalippi Makumbu, Josie Regan, Ruben Eleuterio. Now, if we compare that to another short film poster, we can see here that we've got three. Again, we move down. We've got where it will be shown, so the London Film Festival and the Tricycle Theatre, as well as the dates. Again, this is also shown right at the bottom here. This is a German poster, so you can see this is where it's going to be shown. Although in this poster it doesn't say where it will be, at what date it will be shown. So I guess in this way we are challenging one of the codes of convention. Again, the typography of this title, the job interview, it's not a typography that you can find over the internet. We done this specifically. We used light photography to produce this. I think it came out really well. And the title itself, the job interview, is short. It's a short film. Again, we'll look at another poster, Connected. It's short. And again, the landing, it's also a short title. There's much more side effects. Then we look at the main image. Now the main image is of Ruben and Kalippi having a face-off, where in the middle it's all blacked out. We want to create some sort of suspense in the in the poster as well, wanted to entice the audience to come and watch the film. In this specific image, we've got two individuals with a gas mask. It may also it may be something in the film or something specific. It may say the story. Again, with another one, the landing. It's a ball with a boy, I'm guessing, pushing it. The landing, and we've got a shooting star. So it could connotate something. Again, we've got Ruben Clippy. The job interview's already given some sort of idea with the title. Now below that it has Karj Productions, our production name. However, in this short film posters, they don't include the production name or team. Although with this one it says a film by Marty Stalker, so the director's name, except we haven't done that. We use the production team's name. And below that specifically is the casting crew, behind the scenes crew. Now this is apparent through all short film posters, as you can see right here at the bottom, in the connected, especially in the landing. Another one, Limbo, we've got another casting crew underneath. But this is where we really challenged the code of convention, because we included social media network sites, so like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at the job interview, and a website. But when we look at other short film posters, it doesn't include any social media. It just has the date. This one, although it may seem as if it doesn't. It has institutions that help them. So I think this is where we really challenge the codes and conventions. Now let's look at the third and final media product that we produced, which was a radio trailer for our short film. I think it's best to start off with an example of a radio trailer, and we'll listen to this and we'll find out the key.
Hey man, where are you, man? Hey, you have something that belongs to me, you know. Where are you? Why are you hiding? I'm gonna find you. When you're eating, sleeping, watching a film, you know I'll be there.
As you can see in the first 16 seconds, we're already enticed. The narrator is talking directly at you. It may seem as if they've got certain soundtracks from the film, but yeah, it's really enticing. It's really getting the audience's attention, and the soundtrack they've used on behind it, it's really spooky, and it seems as if something's bad's gonna happen. But at this point, you can see that it changes.
What the hell is this problem? He keeps staring at me. What a weirdo. Oh crap, he's coming this way.
And now we've got both characters in this radio trailer. One saying that they're gonna find you, one saying what's going on with this individual, why is he looking at me, and now he's coming to find him. Now they're already setting the scene in the audience's mind. And this change in sound, bang, what happens next? We don't know.
Come and see.
And now at this final part,
on the 10th of June 2014 at the South Bank Film Festival.
At this final part, they're saying where it's going to be shown and when is it going to be shown. So yeah, this is an example of a radio trailer. So now let's look at our radio trailer that we produced.
Time to tell.
So the first 4 seconds, we're already in a scene in a train station. Because it's about the job interview, we want something where it's hectic. And obviously, people are traveling to work, so it's already producing an image in the audience's head. As well as, we already brought out the narrator.
Jobs are scarce and competition's fierce.
Talk
It's
about
every
the
man
job.
for themselves and working.
How hard it
How
is.
hard would you fight for a job?
What?
And now we're bringing snippets of the short film into our radio advert,
What are you doing here?
Whoa. Calm down. I'm just here for my interview.
which the other radio trailer that we looked at didn't do. So yeah, we're challenging the codes convention that way.
Mr. Roland, Mr. Saunders, come in, please.
From Friday the 27th
And
to
now we're
Sunday
already-
the 29th, the job interview, a short film brought to you by...
Now we've already mentioned when it will be shown and the production team's name, which the other radio trailer didn't do. So again, we're going by the codes of convention, but then again, we are going against it.
Karj Productions will be aired at the London Film
And
Festival
now we're
and the Tricycle Theatre
and
on
now we're
Kilburn Road.
telling the audience
Bear
where it will be
witness
shown.
to how far we will contest against each other. The question, however, remains: how hard would you fight for a job?
And now that ending part, how hard would you fight for a job? We're speaking to the audience. We're speaking towards the person listening to this. So we're trying to entice them into watching the film. And then it ends off with a, it fades out. So yeah, the soundtrack's spooky, but yeah, upbeat. And beginning, we use the train station, so we can already set the scene for the audience.